What's up, folks? All right. Dave and Darlene and Bill. Fucking around trying to get this. It's so, like, gotta have everything boosted when I use this acoustic guitar. So it's really hard. I'm not hearing it at all like you guys are hearing it, which sucks. I mean, I do when I play it back, but it's hard getting this thing dialed in. Like, I need one fucking patch for it, basically, and that's it. But that's a little tinty. Mac, did you have a steak or something, brother? A New York strip, I hope. So what's up, folks? I was, I mean, you can't, I was a little surprised, I guess, that, I suppose I hadn't thought about it and none of the details for the ceasefire agreement with Ukraine and Russia were really known, other than we knew some of their unnegotiable points, but not shit, Mac. I'm always fucking stressing, dude. I wish I had the gumption and ambition to fucking stream more. I'm like, well, I feel like fucking around with some music. I could just do a fly on the wall studio cam while I fuck around with some workflow. So much going on, though. Always so much to talk about, especially with the Trump bullshit, but I didn't think Putin would take any sort of deal at all, but I'm glad that he's, agreed to stop beating up on their power. I don't think it's going to last long. I don't know. I mean, there's like 4 areas that are in contention, and Russia really only controls 2 of them, other than Crimea. I think it's just a crock of shit, but you have to think that it's hard to be stubborn. I mean, it's got to be impossible decisions to make, right? For Zelensky, if you allow Russia to keep the territory they fucking invaded and took control of, to save lives, it's hard to criticize that. It's impossible to criticize that, but at the same time, you got to think it's rather defeating too. I mean, I can't speak for anybody but myself, not my family, no one but myself, right? And it's like, sure, am I willing to die to fight back, even if it's in vain against some? I mean, if there's a smarter, longer war against Russia to be won, then I'm all for that. And I don't know what that, if there is, or what it would look like. It's just ridiculous that humans are still doing this. It really is. It really is. I mean, sure, maybe folks are going to kill each other in the streets from time to time for this reason or that reason, but just to have fucking countries invading other countries anymore, it's insane. I don't know what it's hard to imagine that we're going to come out of this. I got to share this link. I can find it a minute. I've been going back and forth for years on Eric Weinstein. And I haven't watched him or listened to him in a while, because it was probably 2 years ago. I don't know. He was driving me nuts with some of his shit. He's super fucking smart and gets it. It's I don't know. It's got to be hard being in his position as well. Extremely difficult. I mean, and I get that I can be a fucking cynical bastard, surprisingly. But anyway, there's like an 18-minute clip. And man, it's a good clip. It's a damn good clip. it's just you're left, you're left in the same spot as you start with, and that's no fault of his. I mean, it's up to each of us individually to fucking make a difference somehow, to decide how we want to fight again, how we want to try and preserve the possibility of humanity going forward in the next 100 years, 200 years, however long. And I've heard the saying, people say, man, TV, every generation has their moment or time where they feel like this is the fucking end of the world, It's like, yeah, I get that, but and the thing is with our time right now that we're in, we're able to look back at history and see how dire it looked for them, but how far away they were, the world was from mass destruction, really, other than, a little bit of tension there during the Cold War with the nukes right after World War II. But it's a goddamn mess. I mean, there is too much mass destruction possible out there, weapons that just annihilate the whole earth, right? And they're becoming more, and these places that have them are becoming more unstable. U.S. not excluded. I mean, it's not often that we're reminded or think about it, probably, but Trump has the codes to the nukes, so that's we're a different place, and maybe I'm naive. I don't think so, because I've said before, and a lot of us, like, I have immediate family in the military, and so I'm not real concerned about them. They have officers have an oath to the Constitution, not to the president. Yeah, Bill says the end world times were funner in the 80s. Well, it certainly wasn't as much. Well, I don't know. See, that's funny, Bill, because, yeah, we lived it. Like, I was a young adult in the late 80s. And obviously just, only a few years earlier, that whole fucking still stress of, it seems like a very long time, don't it, Bill? Like, if, I graduated from high school in 88, just a couple weeks before my 18th birthday. But it was like, and when was it? 89 that the wall fell? So the very next year after I graduated high school, the wall fell. But all through, the early 80s, we felt like it could be, that fucking nuclear war World War III could happen anytime. And then all of a sudden, just like that, it's fucking shit changed. And now, just like that, shit changes again. Yeah, Y2K. Yeah, I don't know. I have a couple pictures of I was able to play, thankfully, at a bar that we'd played at quite often on New Year's Eve, 1999. We weren't a very big cover band. We did a lot of original stuff, which many bands weren't able to get away with, but because bar owners wanted to hear wanted people to be able to hear music that they are familiar with, but we had such a following at that time, we were able to get, so we didn't do any Prince that night, sadly. Yeah. Bill says, well, that's kind of it, right, Bill? Like, Bill says the hippies, after all, the hippies, we were all nihilists for a while, united, ironically, as I look back. Yeah, it's like we're just like, it's almost kind of how the punk rock thing got going, right? Because, like, a lot of punkers were, at least around my areas, like, these motherfuckers always came from affluent families and, were middle class, upper middle class, did well in school up until they turned into a punker. Those were the bands. Those were the folks in the bands. But like the crowds were kind of a whole different sub race. Yeah, I was like that, Bill. Just kind of like I had a lot. Like I loved the fucking '60s hippie attitude, but I was a pissy fucking rebel, right? Like fuck the man, like 10 times, you know, like how, the hippies attitude, right? Fuck the system, none of this tune in and drop out bullshit. It was fucking crank it up and kick some fucking people in the dick. Just all image. Yeah, I was thinking about the yuppies too, right? The yuppies were hippies that continued on with their, or continued on with their education and then had like professional careers, still smoked dope and listened to good music, but kind of bugged out of the demonstrating and social movement shit. Kind of like they had fun partying and then got sober one day in their fucking late 20s or whatever and said, "Man, I got this diploma or this degree. I could go make some money." Maybe start wearing leisure suits and doing some cocaine, listening to disco music. Laura, what up, sister? Well, we loves you back. Oh, I hate that I can't hear this. It sucks. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself, you guys. I'm getting busy. I'm gonna be busy as fuck soon. I don't know how I'm gonna fucking stream. I can never fucking manage a fucking schedule, I tell you. I want to be able to stream at least fucking. I like to be able to stream constantly, almost constantly. I don't want to wear people out, but stream 3 nights a week, whenever, weekends, weekdays, whatever. But it's gonna be so fucking. It's gonna be killing me with the weather getting nice and me being busy. I'm kind of excited though. Got a lot of shit I want to fucking get done. Diddle-diddle-dale. My streaming software did something fucking wacky lately. I can't get my camera view very tight. Now. Oh shit, I was thinking about fucking trying to stream to Twitch too. Laura says, TV, maybe you can stream Pro's nature video? Sure, what do you mean? Like just a copy of it, or does he have a stream going? I'm sure I'm subscribed to him. Leave your chat open. I have let that go way too long. Have let that go. I'm not sure what you're saying, Laura. Oh, yeah, you can email it to me or whatever. I don't know if you're able to send it to me through Google Photos or whatever. I use it like because for whatever reason I can't connect my phone directly to my computer. It says it is. It says it's synced. Yeah, the Palm Lounge. Oh, you've let the Palm Lounge go way too long. I got you now. Yeah, and leave the chat open. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, we have a lot of mods. God, I really want to skip. Man, I should write you, Laura. I don't know. I know I got to just fucking make these decisions myself, but it's like it's so hard to fucking ask our moderators to have more tolerance because I don't disagree with anything you guys fucking remove. I mean, there's mistakes that happen once in a great while, but and it's not that our moderators are overbearing anyways. I don't know if people are fucking... I don't ever get turned off by... I mean, I suppose it looks a little funny if you go into a chat and it's all blue, but I don't know. It never prevents me from fucking commenting. I don't know. Whatever, right? I don't have any doubles right now. It doesn't look like. Or do I got two Freds? No. I got pickles. See, like, I give folks a wrench when sometimes and they come in and want to post a link just because I don't feel like scrolling with it. Like, not one of our regulars necessarily. I haven't seen... Have you guys... Anybody seen Jam Chaser in a while? Bill's got a link here for us. What do you got, Bill? Oh, yeah. I've seen that. I've seen a time lapse of that before. Just recently on some documentary. God, I can't remember what it was about. It was something to do with the Pacific Ocean, though, or something. I swear it wasn't. It wasn't directly like just our nuke testing, but yeah, like the Marshall Islands. Fucking not. It's God, Bill. What are we gonna do? How? You know why we're failing? You know what? You know I'm not a religious person. I do believe the power of intention, and folks will say, well, that's just fucking prayer TV. It's like, that's what you call it, motherfucker. I call it the power of intention. And I hate trying to, it's not a difficult concept, right? And most of you understand it. It's just some dumbass like me starts explaining it, even though, again, it's not difficult for most folks to wrap their mind around. Like, listen to that fucking idiot talking fucking quantum physics. I think how do we, for fuck's sake, man, I don't know. Like, America's done some fucking stupid ass ugly shit. And why is it so hard for us to talk about that? And why is it so hard for us to just stand up for what is right across the board without fucking, exceptions for doing what somebody thinks is, I don't know. I mean, our government is made up of us, right? I mean, suppose it is. We vote these people into power, into office, but does our Congress really, or our president really have knowledge and power and say over the things that are clearly starting to fuck us up as a society, and the cracks are showing? Like, it's very tough, because I don't want to start sounding like a fucking, any more of a fucking freak than I already have, but I've not shied away from like the $900 billion annual defense budget, and literally half of that, 48%, being black projects. Do you guys know what that means, right? It's not that we don't get to see it. Oversight committees don't get to see it. You know what I'm saying? There isn't members of Congress that get to see where that fucking, when it says black project, there is no oversight on that. The oversight is of the $900 billion total defense budget. The oversight is that they get to know that half of it's going to some black projects. That's the oversight. We know where that money went, to black projects. Don't expect a definition of black projects. Mr. Putin, what's up? Putin says he seen Jam the other night. Oh, sweet. I haven't seen him for a long time. Look, I understand it's a dirty world, and that maybe we have to play the game of national security on the board that our enemies are choosing to play on, by the rules or lack of whatever that they're choosing to play by. Somebody would have to sit me down and fucking use crayons and draw pictures for me and explain why it is that being smart about defending ourselves in all ways, physically, cyber, whatever, why we would have to do anything immoral or just downright wrong, to better our position. Because am I just being a fucking bleeding heart, naive dumbass? I mean, am I like soft and afraid to fucking make tough choices? I don't think so. Slaughtering innocent people to um, better fortify our security. I don't know. I don't see how that. I mean, if they're well, for fuck's sake, we don't own the world. If they're not pounding down our fucking shoreline, then what the fuck are we doing? I've had it. I'm disgusted though because I don't know. Sitting here running my fucking gob doesn't do a goddamn thing. But what am I going to do? Be a fucking radical vigilante? How's that going to help? Go do some stupid shit and get fucking taken out by our big ass government? I mean, I'm not super concerned about. I mean, I'm concerned now about what kind of fucking mess we have with our government, but it's sick about what we do and have done to other countries, and it's no what, you know. I don't know. Bill says, I don't get the end game here with this administration. I think that's by design. Bill, I've started to question it. Like, I've thought for sure that, and I don't think differently necessarily now, but like, you know, I've told you guys before, Trump is probably borderline Asperger's. He has an education. You know, he obviously knows some stuff. I don't know that he's able to has the comprehension skills or able to make the connections with the knowledge he's absorbed, right? And some of it, much of it, able to retain and recall it. Clearly, he knows nothing about how our government runs, right? And I don't know if he ever did, and he's losing it because he's getting old. But I've wondered too, like, maybe Bill, that's what, like this the folks who the dirty Republicans who know exactly what's going on. You know, maybe those folks want us to be confused about the end game, but I'm not sure Trump has an end game. I mean, what could it be other than putting his rich American oligarchy friends in, you know, handing them more power in whatever ways, you know? And I mean, I've asked this question too before, like, does Trump ignore his mortality? You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter, even if which is something most of us probably would never consider him considering. Like, does he ever sit there at night and go, holy fuck, I'm 78 or 79 years old? And, you know, it could be tomorrow. It could be 5 minutes from now. It could be in another 10 years. But what does he stand to gain from it? I mean, he's already rich. Like, and who knows how broke or in debt he was before he won the election, and his fucking True Social stock or whatever the fuck. I don't know unless there's, like I said, Bill, maybe there really is a fucking deep state and Trump would be the ideal candidate. I mean, they need chaos, right? I apologize if I let anybody down by suggesting there might be a deep state. Well, you know, I don't know that I don't know how much, like, all these black projects, like, I don't think any of those folks are concerned with controlling society or, you know, the masses yet. We're not out of control yet. I mean, all the world's governments have a pretty good handle on their citizens? Putin says he thinks he'll be remembered as a king. Yeah. Well, that I can agree with that. Not that he'll be remembered as a king, but I can agree with that's his thoughts. Putin, it's just hard for me to. I mean, again, I don't get confused, but like, there's things I can't wrap my head around. Like, I'm not able to understand them. Some science shit, right? I cannot understand how someone can be so oblivious or so unaware of themselves, right? I mean, all of us have an ego. I don't know, man. It just seems really difficult to think that in his heart of hearts, he doesn't think he's done anything wrong. Like, he really thinks he's doing the work of of everyday humans. It's fucking crazy. Jim, what's up, brother? Jim says he may be paper rich. I suspect he owes more than he has. Rest assured, he's stealing as fast as he can. Well, he's really, I mean, he's making a ton of money off his Truth Social stock, even though he probably, I mean, I don't know how he's doing. Like, when they had that added shares or whatever, however that fucking works, that was an eye opener for me. I had no idea that that kind of shit was possible. I mean, how are you able to ask the public to buy shares of a stock, and then, a few months later, when the stock is doing good, you add more shares and devalue the people who invested it. I don't know. Again, I guess I have all kinds of thoughts about our monetary system anyways. Putin says the Canada thing is about Arctic shipping, etc. Putin, yeah, a rational, strategic, maybe semi-fair or honest person might say that, and it makes sense. I'm not saying that isn't a factor, or could be, or should be. I just can't imagine that Trump is thinking that deeply, though. I really, he's got clearly his people around him that are, and are, filling his fucking ear. Here, this is what you need to tell people why you want to fucking take over Canada or Greenland or whatever. I don't know. I've heard all kinds of theories on that too from other places, like how the global warming has opened up shipping lanes in the North Sea. Not just shipping lanes. Well, I guess ship lanes, because they were concerned that now Russia would be able to move, and has been in the last 2 years or something, move through areas, maybe the Arctic Sea. And yeah. Anyways, in that Russia would be able to move their navy through there, through the north, a lot faster, because they're able to get through the ice now, and also I believe Russia has 2 brand new massive, like the world's largest icebreakers that just have been commissioned. Yeah, Putin says, yeah, the people around him. Yeah, it's, again, Jim also says that it's his aspiration. Yeah, the Arctic Ocean. Exactly. Putin says he thinks it's all macho boss moves. It's fucking crazy that people, again, you guys see that I acknowledge and I'm aware that we all have an ego, and most of us can accept that there's people out there with really fucking large, over bloated egos, right? And they can be our president. But holy fuck, it's like, why doesn't, I don't know, man. God damn it. It's like, I can be a fucking stubborn bastard myself without a doubt. I don't understand how the everyday folks who are capable of understanding Trump has no desire to help them, how they don't care. Like, they're going to get over on, they're going to get paybacks, man, like revenge, for what? Yeah, Trump wants to be seen as heavy-handed fucking strongman. What a joke. Well, I think Trump just wants to, like, he would be like Max says. My thoughts are more nefarious than just Arctic shipping. I think that Trump just wants to have this. Well, it goes back to him wanting to be fucking remembered as this amazing American leader that did things like, increased the size of our country by whatever, annexing fucking Canada or Greenland, you know. Look, there's no doubt if somehow, like, it's just, I'm sorry. I was going to say, if Trump fucking was able to make America a huge manufacturing and shipping powerhouse by taking over the Panama Canal, and we know that's not the problem. Anybody knows, spent 5 minutes on the Panama Canal, knows that, knows there's issues there that just aren't going to be fixed with Trump or by taking it over. There's nothing we can do to improve its efficiency. They're having water issues, and it's sad for them because the people of Panama are being asked to give more and more of their water resources to keep the fucking canal open. And I mean, even though they have a decent president or leader right now, it's what are we doing? Anyway, so that would be the thing that it would just create, even if it made America helped, some of these tariffs. I'm just fucking plain stupid, right? If the tariffs and taking the Panama Canal back and annexing Greenland and Canada and somehow made America a manufacturing powerhouse again, it wouldn't be America. It'd be American businesses and their CEOs and their shareholders that would be powerhouses, right? That's the problem. I mean, I doubt any of you disagree with me on, and it's not just America, but maybe there's some fucking rare, extreme cases or countries where their citizens are being treated. I mean, Norway, for example, right? Like if Trump wanted to, create some sort of sovereign fund that didn't include crypto, I'd be all about it. I would be all about us stopping these fucking private for-profit companies from tearing down our mountains and for coal, right? Drilling into the fucking ground for the oil. Like, let's manage that. I get it. Like, I am not necessarily about big government and having government control. Like, it's a sketchy step, you have to have a fucking government that you can trust. We can't right now, but can you imagine if our nation's resources were, put in a trust in a sense, right? Managed in a way that did actually benefit Americans, right? And that it wasn't just going for fucking profit. I mean, I don't understand why that's so fucking hard for society, for all of us to say this is, I don't give a fuck if it's this crazy utopian idea or not. It's the same way with renewable energy, right? We don't fucking get, Putin might be able to quote the numbers because I love it, how much we've grown in, what percentage of our power we are producing with renewables 10 years ago as compared to today, right? We don't get there if we fucking don't dream. The size of the dream isn't going to fucking prevent us from having any success. Yeah, I mean, they're going when you I was just reading Bill's comment. When you create chaos, then you know are able to assume more control during the chaos, right? It's pretty simple, right? Easy to understand for most of us. That's we see it is all you got to do is go look at any war torn area and see how that it's very easy for gangs, thieves, no matter what level, how big or organized, other countries, terrorist groups to come in and seize some sort of control over whatever areas, whatever resources. So yeah, if I can see the oligarchs wanting to given just letting Trump go wild and destroy it all, and then you know I, it's all going to be very interesting. It's all either going to collapse and we're going to be able to breathe easy soon, or we're going to have a big fucking nasty election in 2028. Even though, yes, I haven't forgotten about the midterms. Yeah, about the extreme. It should be interesting, Bill, to see what happens again this year, right? What have we had? At least 2 years in a row with um, above average numbers of named storms. And while just the intensity, the flooding going, it doesn't seem like it's stopping, right? Like there's just flooding going on. It seems like somewhere in the United States and certainly other places in the world. There's flooding going on in the United States somewhere. It seems like year round. I mean, it's March. I've even said, look, we have, you always get these warm spells here and there, but this has just been, this has been one of the earliest springs I can remember in a long time. Nels, what's up, brother? Nels says, I'm going back to Cali. These Kentucky people are not right. Nels, that's where you're from, though, isn't it? Originally, it's Kentucky? For some reason, I thought it was Tennessee, but Yeah, Jim says the rare earth minerals in the Canadian Arctic. Uh, Man, that's fucking disgusting too. Like I talked about it, I think a little bit ago on this stream. It's disgusting. Trump is. I mean, why can't our? I'm not. I don't think I'm being anal about this. It's like, yeah, we can't. Doesn't help or do any good necessarily to bitch about everything. Might not do any good to bitch about anything. Why aren't our Democrat leaders just speaking out against this shit? Like, it's fucking rape, it's extortion. Like, Trump is saying you can prevent some more of your children dying, President Zelensky, if you just give us these minerals. Why? I mean, what the fuck is that? Why do we want to be a part of that? Look, if we had people dying because of lack of fucking rare earth minerals, I could see making some sort of compromise like, hey man, you need help, we need help, we both have people dying. That's not it. And again, what are these contracts going to do for America? What are these mineral contracts with Ukraine going to do for anybody but an American corporation? And you guys, can anybody say how they might trickle down other than, I guess, some of it being used for research that might benefit the public in another 500 fucking billion years? I'm pissy. Yeah, fusion, but we're still away from that, a ways away from that, aren't we, Putin? I mean, seriously, like a generation probably, right? 15 years. And we know how that goes, right? Anyways, like in the 80s, we thought for sure we would have flying cars. And we kind of do, but we don't. And we can see that that's never going to happen. I mean, we're not in a very, very long time. I mean, I'm not trying to compare that to fusion. I don't want to be a doomsdayer, but I think it's all right to be fucking take. It's urgent, right? Like, and that's part of the reason, as you guys know, for all the fucking tension around the world. It's fucking everybody's scrambling for fucking resources, or you know. Yeah, exactly. Bill nails it. Bill says now they want colonial wars for materials they need for wars and a pocket full of. That's fucking good shit. Yep. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? You know what it is, Bill? It's fucking generating revenue. But I don't know, man. Money's made from fucking wood pulp and cloth and some ink. Oh, it kills me. It really seems so fucking just surreal and bonkers. Like, what are we doing? Like, this has to all be some sort of fucking joke, right? Yeah, Putin says no idea which breakthrough will speed up the exponential growth of it, right? Yeah, we know, and you know me, brother. I'm with you on that. I know we know that it's gonna. Well, like I said a minute ago, we have to keep. I'm all about continuing to always keep trying to improve on these things that we see right now that are gonna, would certainly change the world, or change at least like what we're doing to the earth, but also it's the humanitarian concern, right? Like, the greed and the willingness to ignore what we're doing to our fucking home. Yeah, Bill says, ever notice how gold keeps going up even though they keep bringing up more from the ground? How's this supply and demand thing working for miners? Jim says Nero played while Rome burned. Trump just makes up shit and hopes you don't see the fire. Yeah, we will all be dead and gone if they do ever get to limitless energy. Oh, for sure. That'll be, what do they call that? Putin, there's it's not class, it's, or the, like, class 1 society, class 2 society, or civilizations, I should say. I don't think class is the proper word. But yeah, where we're able to, and it's, even though, like, some of you guys might watch Isaac Arthur. Uh, it's like, even though, like, when you get to, like, go anywheres between where we are now and the Dyson sphere, it's like, it always takes energy to be able to, like, how could we build out around the sun? Where are we going to be fucking getting these materials from? And then we have to be able to power ourselves to get them, and it's fucking crazy. Are we not a fucking virus? I thought maybe humans might be some sort of virus, right? Or plague or whatever for Earth. Like, we don't belong here, or we weren't, didn't evolve here. I don't know. Maybe we're a virus for the universe. Bill said his life story has to remain on VHS cassette. That's funny. Yeah, I've been looking at VCRs for a long time. Unless I'm a really terrible shopper or searcher, like, you can't get a VCR for less than $300 and it's used or refurbished. Uh, and my kid, my youngest, the house they just bought, her and her boyfriend just bought, they had some shit in the garage and a DVD player and a VCR, and the VCR had a tape stuck in it, and I got it out and got it work. I got it out and put the tape back in. Somebody, you guys are gonna love this. Somebody recorded fucking like 4 hours of what the hell is it? Anyways, the Pro Bowling League. Yeah, I ended up watching a couple of the rounds. But I have some old VHS tapes. Some old fucking show footage too of when I was a youngster. But I don't know how you got to have some fucking device to transfer it. But I don't know if you guys ever used a DVR. Like, I've used it on my computer, right, to burn shit to a disc, but videos or whatever. But so this DVR also has whatever, it's got some amount of built-in memory, right? But then you can burn shit to a disk, supposedly on there. So I'm just wondering, can I play VHS or VCR tapes to that DVR player and hold that footage in there and then burn it and then get it to my computer? Because otherwise it's like some fucking $80, $90 device to be able to connect to your HDMI port, I think, on your PC if you want to transfer shit. Somebody's telling me, why don't you just bring it to a fucking place that fucking transfers the shit, TD? It's like, I don't know what's on the fucking tapes. No, not Pro Bowl, Pro Bowlers. What do you mean a CD, Putin? Like just the audio? Yeah, I'm hoping I can burn this shit to a DVD and then play it on my computer. Yeah, the only, like, until that I got that DVR recorder, player, whatever the fuck. Yeah, I haven't had anything to play like CD other than in the truck, right? CDs or DVDs, except for a desktop computer for years. Oh, Putin says I haven't had a computer with a CD forever. Oh, because you probably have a laptop, don't you? Or I'm guessing maybe, or I'm completely confused. Yeah, like Mrs. That's something I don't understand exactly. Mrs. V doesn't have her laptop's badass, but it's really fucking limited for port. I suppose that's the way it is with laptops. I don't know. I don't ever fuck with them very much. The VHS cassette was the mini tape compact. Oh, yeah, I have a I should grab it. It's right down in this shelf. I have a badass JVC uh camcorder that took the small tapes. And I don't know why. I thought I had one of the big ones that you would slip it inside of and then you could put it in your VCR. I might have. I don't know. We got boxes of VHS tapes. Yeah, and that's right after that or right at that time, Bill, when I bought that fucking handheld camcorder. It's fucking, I don't know how much I paid for it. $300 in like 2004 or 5. Shit was going digital hand over fist, right? It's a badass camera, but it was basically outdated when I bought it. I just wasn't very tech savvy and didn't realize that maybe that wasn't the thing that I wanted. Yeah, right on, Putin. Yeah, I get bummed about that sometimes. Like Mrs. V's Lappy doesn't have the fucking the disk drawer or drive. That's funny. I'm surprised you don't have a tower, Putin. I know you said you use a couple monitors and shit. And I think you just said you replaced your computer too, right? I struggle with using the Lappy. Everything's so fucking small. All I wanna do is chew some gum. Putin says she put the fucking memories on a round disk thingy. So mom's more technically advanced than you. That is what you're saying. Putin says he hasn't had a desktop since early 2000s. All Lappy here. Yeah, that's something I haven't been able to bring myself to do either, Bill. Even with just mundane shit, like I can't fucking do the cloud thing. I don't know. I'm a, f- I guess I'm fucking paranoid. I don't know. I just, whatever, freaks me out. Yeah, CDs and DVDs, etc. Yeah, I still like. I bought this fucking round of blank DVDs, right? And I still have probably I don't know how many were there, 20 or something like that in this stack. I probably still have at least a half a dozen blank ones. This would have been in 2009. I bought those fuckers. I'm not kidding you. Yeah, I was bummed. Like I bought a couple thumb drives 2 years ago, Putin, that are like fucking 32 gigs or something a piece, and they're both fucking they're Logitech, and they both fucking went to shit on me. I never even really got to use them. It's like when I started using them, they both started flaking. I can still get one to work, but I got to sit there and fuck with it, like pulling it in and out of the port. I have an old one that's like fucking 2 gigabytes or something stupid, and it works fine. I'm assuming that's how you transfer most stuff. I mean, and those fucking thumb drives are dirt cheap and hold a lot of shit, right? As you guys know, but I was just pissed. I'm like, fuck. I bought those two, and I'm like, these are gonna last me for the rest of my goddamn life. I can fucking store everything on my computer on one, just about. Newer pics of the kids. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do the cloud either. I have like for whatever reason when I got this newer phone, it says it's synced through Bluetooth or whatever with my PC, but it won't fucking let me transfer photos. I can plug it in directly to my PC hardwire, still won't fucking transfer. So I gotta fucking send them to Google Photo, and then I can download them to my PC. But really fucking irritate. That's the only sort of cloud or whatever, if that's even considered cloud, that I use. And most of the stuff, once I transfer it back to my computer, I go over to Google Photos and get rid of the shit. Oh, it is Google Photos, right on. Yeah, I do like it. It is easy to do, but I'm just pissed that I can't figure out. I mean, I'm not the most techie guy, but I'm not totally fucking nard-tarded, and I can't figure out why I'm not able to like I can even see my phone on my computer if I plug it in directly, and it'll say give me the option import photos and videos, but nothing ever happens. All right, you guys, I gotta do a fucking BRB, so I'll be right back. I'm back in the saddle again. Bill's haiku. I'll even share one. I call it part of a haiku. Trump really, really sucks. Bad. Fuck your haiku. I always like St. Dominic's poem. Oh, feeling me bony belly, dominoes for bisco, belly, selly, all of his dominoes. It is, Fred. We don't even have to try. Oh, what the fuck did I do? Nothing, I guess. Oh. I know, I can't trust you guys alone, can I? Yeah, I think I seen this, Putin. Let me bring it up a second. It's good shit. Oops. God damn it. Always dicking around. Sound check. Good stuff. I love Tesla. I got to get a sound bite of that. Tesla. I think I'm fucking getting giddy. When are we watching a video of made up stuff? It's all lies. It's all lies. I don't know if any of you guys watch Scared Catch Up. I don't watch all this shit because I don't know. It got to be too much AI shit. Some of it's fucking stupid fucking good though. Creative as fuck. Like the Giuliani one a while ago, living in the fucking box. The refrigerator box. Oh my god. But the other day I watched one and he had Bezos and Zuckerberg as a two-headed person. Fucking arguing with each other. That was pretty good. Oh, fucking A, Mac. There's so many goddamn... That's what has happened. Like, we just lost control in every fucking way, it seems like. Like, there's just, I don't even feel like anybody's questioned, like, in mainstream media, or even, I don't know. I mean, I don't catch everything, obviously, but even like our Democrat elected officials, I don't see anybody fucking questioning all the fucking conflicts of interest. Can't say never, because I've seen one or two fucking news pieces on it, just for a fucking second, right? Like, you know, Trump is able to fucking use EOs to regulate social media groups. It's like, for fuck's sake, he owns one. It's like there's no blind trust bullshit anymore. Or at least not even the perception of it. Oh, sweet. Thanks, Putin. MRIIAI. Yeah, I did see that video that you shared. YouTube had suggested it to me or something. Fucking Elon Musk holding a gun to fucking Lady Liberty's head. $25 eggs. The country is like a Cybertruck full of ego. Trim flying off could light up at any minute and only gets you halfway there. Another Billism. Have you guys been getting all the fucking? I mean, I honestly have not like searched out. I'd have to go back and look. However many top 20 YouTube searches, there's nothing about Tesla in there. But YouTube has been fucking recommending these videos of people fucking shooting Teslas to see if, or the Cybertrucks, whatever, to see if they're fucking bulletproof. I'm like, what the fuck is it? I didn't even know it was like a thing. It was like a selling point. Why the hell do you need it to be bulletproof? Fucking crazy. That fucking music is sticking in my head now. Dude, it's America. Or Trump's America. Tesla. I've been wanting to do another Trump mashup with some original music, but fuck, shit's not funny. Like, everything he says is so fucking dark anymore. It's not like that wind comes down there and those whales are getting crazy. They're doing something. What if you want to go to the store to buy some new underpants? Or if you want to take a nice drive to Idaho to get some potatoes. Those are all real quotes from that son of a bitch. You can't use an electric vehicle because you'll never get there. Like, if you're in fucking Mar-a-Lago, Florida, and you want to get some potatoes, you can't just quick run up to Idaho in a fucking EV. You know what I'm saying? And is it worth it? Killing all the whales? And the wind is a bad one because it kills all your birds. They're doing something. The whales are getting crazy. See, that was some fun shit. The good old days when Trump was a fucking goofy ass candidate, and now he's a fucking psycho sociopathic president. Bill says it leaks behind the cab and bed, even with that cover. Yeah, leaky beds are the worst for gear and camping tools. Tools and camping gear. I will follow him. Max says it's like a bird graveyard. It's terrible down there. Is that another Trump quote about fucking wind power? He probably thinks fucking dams are killing all the fish and whales too. God, what a fucking moron, man. Seriously. What a fucking moron. I mean, EVs aren't efficient. I mean, what if you want to drive to Idaho to get some potatoes? You have to fucking stop to recharge your vehicle. Well, if you're fucking driving to Idaho to get potatoes from just about any place but Idaho, you're going to have to stop and put gas in your fucking car. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. I've had it. Fuck Trump. Fuck the Trumpers. Bill and Putin and Mac and Jim and Laura and Darlene and Dave and Nels. Anybody that I missed. I appreciate you, mother buggers. I'm probably going to fuck off so I can get back at some music. Well, my head is still semi-clear. All right. You guys be good, all right? I'll probably see y'all soon, I'm sure, whether you like it or not. All right. TV2 out.